Welcome in, tea lovers and healers. Welcome in. Get relaxed, get settled. We're going to have an amazing, wonderful stream. So, go grab your tea, get cozy. All right, welcome in. Let me turn the music down. Hello, namaste. Beautiful and warm welcome in to our second. Wait, what am I saying? No. Listen, let's just say our next session of Tea Tuesdays with Charline or the Sip and Chat podcast. Before we get into our topic tonight, which is so exciting, in my opinion, and something that we all can learn from self acceptance, authenticity, embracing who you are, loving who you are, the path to get there if you're not there already. But before we get into it, there's two people that I want to shout out. First off, my sister that sent me this mug. Look at this beautiful mug, this Hello Kitty mug. This is from my sister Mel from B and Mel B, also from social entrepreneurs or couple entrepreneurs. Love my sisters. I just want to shout her out and say thank you. Her channel link is in the description, so make sure you check her out. She does lots of shopping, showing you how to save money, shopping at all these different amazing, cool places. And she does it with her own unique personality, which I love. So thank you, Mel. Shout out to you. And if you would like to send me something, just send me an Instagram message and let me know and I will give you the information as to where to send it. And for those of you growing companies that will love me to try your products, it has to be all natural. Reach out to me and we can make arrangements so I can sample your products and maybe talk about it, or we can talk about sponsorships. But moving on, next person I want to shout out is my sister Andrea, who is really kind of responsible for the vibration you're getting here, which is all about being yourself. She has inspired the movement, the challenge in the month of July 2024. Be yourself challenge. So, my take on it is to encourage others as I encourage myself to be myself. So, I'm encouraging you to be yourself. Last week we spoke about self confidence. The before we spoke about, how to be yourself because a lot of us may have trouble with that because there's so much that we take in that we forget who we are sometimes. So if you have not seen those, I believe I have the playlist to all this pinned in the description box. So go check it out if that's something that you might need. Please give this a like and share it out with someone that might need it. So, shout out to Andrea. Her link is also in the description. Always positive information over there. Geeky Girls Journal. So, make sure you check out her channel as well and show her some love and thank her for this vibration of being yourself. So, without further ado, tonight's topic is all about self acceptance. How do we begin to accept ourselves, to love ourselves? Before we can even talk about the topic, I like to kind of describe what it's all about. What is self acceptance? And for those of you that are live with me, what do you believe in your own words? Forget dictionary definition and Google definition. What does self acceptance mean to you? Self acceptance is just appreciating, accepting, acknowledging all of you. So that means you're good, you're bad, you're in between, and everything, if you want to put it like that, night and day. Accepting your strengths, your weaknesses, your flaws, your shortcomings, your greatness, your special power. Accepting all of you, being willing to take an honest look at yourself and love, accept, and appreciate all of you. Understanding that this is a journey of self discovery, a journey of love for self and for all, a journey of experiencing and learning. So, that in my book is self acceptance, just loving all of me, accepting who I am, just as I am, even if there are things that I know that I need to work on or I desire to work on, it's okay. I accept myself. Now that is empowering. So what we're going to do, how we're going to do this, we're going to talk about why is it important to accept yourself, how it affects your health. And then when we close it out, we're going to talk about some steps, some practical steps. And we're going to do a practice together. Practical steps that we can take to accept ourselves even more. Some of us already do, but we may not be 100%. Let's go for it. Before we start, let me just welcome in everyone that's in the chat. Hello, hello, my beautiful people. I see you. Savage Divinity. We got Queenship in the house. We got Queenship. We got Queenship. We got Queenship in the house. Blessings, my beautiful, powerful sister. Karen Russell is in the house. Hey, fam, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming through. Peace, love, and abundant blessings to you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you guys for the likes and share. Really, 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 really appreciate it. My family, the Bud Files, the Bud Files. Hey, fam, welcome in. How are you guys? You guys are always out and around supporting everyone. Y'all, shout out to the Bud Files. Please show them some love. They are amazing. And yes, it is a cute mug. I love it. I love it. I love it. What I like about it is that it's so big. I know I'm a petite person, but I love a lot. I like a lot of tea. So this is like perfect for me. So let me sip, and then we'll get into this combo. And for my family in the chat, if you would like to come up and share about self acceptance, maybe your journey with self acceptance, as I share some of my journey, you're more than welcome. Just let me know and I will put the link in there. Now, I wrote down some notes. Lord help me, because you guys know that sometimes I can't read my own handwriting, but here we go. I just wanted to make sure I kind of stayed structured, even though Charline will be Charline and I'll always go with my flow as it comes. But there's certain points, key points that I want to make sure I don't leave out because it's imperative for us to get this knowledge and to share it, live it. Points blank experience is in the house. What up, what up, what up, what up, my brother? Beautiful blessings, Rod. How are you? Oh, you love the red and the white, the red and the white, the red and the, oh God. Look at me being silly already. Let me get back to the point. I'm sorry, for those of you that are catching the replay, and for those of you that are new to Charline, sometimes I go a little sidetracked because I'm just that kind of person. So just bear with me. Stick around. I promise. I got good stuff for you. So just stick around. All right. So why is it important to accept yourself. Why do you think it's important? Ask yourself that question. Why should I accept myself? Well, for one, learning to accept yourself or just accepting yourself can help your mental health, your emotional state. And that is paramount because, as I've mentioned before, when I did those live streams on how to maintain mental health, and I shared my experience with a mental health breakdown, well, a mental breakdown, you can kind of understand why it's important to maintain good mental health. Your mental health allows you, well, it's all about the way you feel, the way you think, the way you process information, how you interpret it. And all that affects your everyday life. It affects how you respond to situations. Are you going to melt down or are you going to think in a way that's going to allow you to navigate that situation in a beneficial way, in a way that will not cause you so much stress and anxiety? Mental balance is essential. And part of being mentally well is learning to accept yourself. You're beautiful, no matter what they say or what you say. Because sometimes some of us have this negative self talk. Hello, now, just being real. Girl, your hair look wild. You don't look good. Begin to accept yourself. If there's something about you you don't love or appreciate, still accept it, but work on changing it. Don't criticize it. Thank it. Like I said last week, I had to learn that with my stomach, my belly. After having children, my belly was different. And I realized, oh my God, I was kind of like yelling at my belly and abusing myself and calling out these things about myself, like, oh my God, that's ugly, or like, ooh, like, oh my God, and not appreciating it. And once I became consciously aware of what I was doing to myself, self hate, without even realizing, I turned it around and I started to embrace myself. I held my stomach, I held my womb, my belly, and I said, you know what? Forgive me. Forgive me for what I've said and how I felt about you. I want to thank you for helping me to carry three healthy, beautiful, strong boys. Thank you for helping me to bring life into this world. I love you and I embrace you. And some of us may need to do those verbal things to really accept ourselves. Love each part of you. So what? It doesn't look like society expects it to, or society decided it should look like, and it should be this way and that way. No. Health, wellness should be the priority. I'm not saying just leave your belly to look anyhow. Work on it. But in the meantime, don't hate on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Welcome in, K Plus. We got a member in the house. We got a member in the house. Hey, everybody say hello to our member, K Plus. This is for you, my darling. Woohoo! Thank you so much for being a member. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And guys, by the way, there are some things that I'm working on the channel as far as some goals that I have. So if you would love to donate, you can Cash App Charline here. K Plus usually shares my information. I'm working to get a new camera and a new laptop so that I can, continue bringing content and bring it in a much easier way, more convenient for me and everything. So if you would love to donate to that, I would appreciate it. And my birthday's coming up. So what better birthday gift? Also, for those of you that shop Amazon, I do have my Amazon store. I know it's Prime Day today and tomorrow. So if you're shopping, please, I invite you to use my link. If you're not supporting someone that already has an Amazon program going for them, it would be such a blessing to me if you would use that link, because Amazon gives me a little something back and it's a blessing and I'm grateful. So if you would use that link, I would appreciate it. Hello, Jevin Richardson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone, this is Jevin's first time in our chat. So please give Jevin a warm, warm, warm healing welcome. You know how we do it. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, thank you so much. All right, who else I gotta welcome? Press the investor. Hey, my investing stock brother. Thank you so much for coming. This is also Prez's first time with us. So please give Prez a warm, healing, loving welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Now, getting back to our topic, right? Learning to accept yourself. I listed already that it's good for your mental health. Another reason why accepting yourself is important because it can help with your self confidence, your belief in yourself. And I don't have to tell you this, when you feel confident, you feel great, you feel good, you feel comfortable to just be yourself no matter where you are. You're not trying to be like anybody else. You're not trying to suck up and act a certain way because you feel like you want to fit in. Self acceptance means liking yourself, loving yourself. You don't need anyone's approval to be you. You approve yourself. Signed, sealed, delivered. Love on yourself. Let me take a sip of my tea. Okay. So it helps with your confidence, which is essential for the way you carry yourself and how you feel about yourself. And if you are not very confident with yourself, look at the video the stream that I did last week is going to help you. But don't just look at that. Look at other stuff. Read other books. Expose yourself to the situations that will help you to build your confidence. I dropped a lot of tools and tips last week that you can use to build your self confidence. Now, another reason that it is important to accept yourself is because it gives you freedom. Freedom to be you, freedom to not care what others may think of you, freedom to just be in your own vibration, your own essence, freedom to just express the way you're meant to express. You are not here to be like anyone else. Prez, you're not here to be like Jevin. Jevin, you're not here to be like K Plus. You're all unique. You all bring something different to the table. Like Jevin, I see you love aviation. Prez loves to do stocks. And these are different things that I'm interested in, but I'm not talking about it. I talk about wealth and wellness. You see what I'm saying? We all have something to bring. And even those people that are on that vibration of wealth and wellness, they're speaking about different parts of it. Or even if it's the same thing, it's in their own unique way, their own flavor. We all have something to add. So don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid. What it also does for you when you accept yourself, another reason why it's important is because it helps to reduce stress and anxiety. And those are two major things that affect many of us: stress, anxiety. And what does stress and anxiety do to our body? Let's do some science here. Wellness moment. It causes dis-ease. Dis-ease is when your body is not within its natural state, its natural harmony. It rises up all kinds of chemicals that starts to fight against your wellness state. So please make sure that you learn to accept yourself if you haven't already. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break because I believe one of my children is at the door, and you guys know how I do it. I put family first. So just bear with me a moment. Let me see who's at that door. Let me just put something on for you guys in a moment. For the moment, and I will be back. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I'm back. See, that wasn't so long. All right, here we go. Just had to get the music off because sometimes it messes with the sound of things. All right, thank you so much for sharing those links, K Plus, and everyone that supports the merch store and everything that I do on this channel. Like, I really truly appreciate it. So, from my heart to yours, thank you, and I'm sending you love and abundant blessings. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. So, let's see, where was I before we stop for a moment? YQ, welcome in. God bless, my brother. God bless. Everyone, show some love to YQ and make sure you show some love to my brother as well. Rod, my amazing brother. Let me ask you something. If you cannot accept yourself, who do you want to accept you? You got to learn to accept and love yourself first. You can't just walk around with that energy of, I mean, you could, but I'm just saying, what you are is what you attract. So if you're on that vibration of not appreciating who you are, not fully loving who you are, it may be hard for you to find people to truly love you unconditionally. And I forgot to mention that part of self acceptance is learning to love yourself unconditionally, meaning no matter what you've done, or no matter what you think of yourself, or how you feel about yourself, or things you may not like about yourself, you learn to love yourself unconditionally, despite all those things that you may consider as flaws. The things we call flaws, honestly, is really just things that are within you that are there to help you to not just improve who you are, but to really give you the lessons that you need so that you can really come into who you're meant to be in this lifetime. They're like molders for you, helping you to mold who you must become or who you're supposed to become. Do you follow what I'm saying? Now, and it's okay, YQ. You're not late. You're good. I'm actually very late tonight, guys. I'm usually on at 8 or 8:15. So yeah, but I'm here nonetheless. And Press is saying, if you don't accept yourself, you can't possibly expect any. Exactly, my brother, 100%. You can't expect people to accept you if you don't even accept yourself. The love comes from within. And for those of my people that are single, before you go out there looking for this man or this woman, look within you first. Be whole within yourself so that when you're ready to go to that relationship, you're 100%. You don't need someone to make you fulfilled or make you 100. You come 100. Bring your entire self once you figure out who you are. Don't take all your confusion and past baggages to your new relationship. Understand and love who you are. Clean your slate if you need to. Some of us need to release some unforgiven energies or past pain and trauma from relationships so that we can let that go. But I'm going off in another direction. So let me get back on track. I was going to join you live. Oh, okay, great. So let me send a link for you. All right, so our brother Rod is going to join us. Yay. I love hanging out with Rod. He is so incredible, guys. If you're not connected with him, definitely. No, Jeff, and my interest in aviation, not to deviate, but just real quick, my interest in aviation is really, I just want to understand better how like the navigation works, like how do they know like the certain directions and all that. But I think that's something I would probably just need a particular live stream on. If you want to come up and I could ask my questions, we can definitely do that. just send me a message on Instagram. That Instagram information is in the About Me section. But getting back to it, right? Remember, this journey of self acceptance is not about perfection, it's not about being perfect. It's just about being and accepting that imperfectness about you and loving it. And I, for one, can testify to not appreciating or accepting that side of myself, because I felt, this is based on how I grew up, certain books I was reading, and the fairy tale life. I grew up feeling like everything has to be perfect, like Little Miss Perfect World, and everything always turns out the way I would love it and the way I desire it, and all these kind of things. I had to learn for myself as I grew. No, I'm not perfect. I am going to make mistakes. Now I embrace my mistakes. What I do, in order not to keep repeating them, I learn from it. And part of that is self awareness. And that's one of the steps to self acceptance, being aware. I believe that's step number one. All right. So let me see if I could read my handwriting here. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh my God. I always get a trip out of me and my handwriting. Like, I don't know, but I always kind of try to script this way I don't miss points, because there's certain things I really love to share with the community. All right. So the next thing that I want to cover is just really quick the benefits of self acceptance, right? When you accept yourself, it increases your happiness. So you're happier. And that ties into you being confident and comfortable. When you're comfortable, you're more likely to be happy. Versus if you're in an environment with people, let's say maybe coworkers, and you're really not comfortable because you feel like the oddball, or you feel like, if I do this or say this, they might think I'm weird, because you care about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it increases your happiness. You're less stressed. You're less anxious because you're relaxed. You're in your vibe. Now, okay. Okay, no worries, Jasmine. You can send me an email. All that is in my About Me section, I believe. If you don't see it, let me know. I'll put it in the chat, or K Plus can share it. But it should be charlineheel@gmail.com. And we can arrange something. You should get an Instagram. Just a tip as a YouTuber, Instagram really helps to communicate with the community. And thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your time, Jevin. You take good care. Be always blessed, fam. Thanks, thanks, thanks. And it's also great. Another thing that is good for accepting yourself is great for not just your confidence, but your relationship. You'll have better relationship, more authentic, more beneficial relationship with self, of course, first, and with those people that you come into contact with. So learning to accept yourself has multiple benefits, not just for you, but also for the people that are in your network. Shout out again to my sister Mel for this beautiful mug, guys. Mel sent me this mug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even do that on purpose. It's kind of going with the what do you call it? The parameters, the border. There you go, borders, parameters. Oh Lord. All right, so now let's get into the meat of this. The steps we can take to accept yourself. The steps to self acceptance. The first thing that we can do is to first become aware. Mindfulness, self awareness. What are some of the things you're saying to yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Take the time out to really pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your patterns, your habits, your vibrations. That will help you to understand more about yourself. Learn about yourself. A lot of us are studying different people and how they did this and how they did that. Study yourself. I'm not saying don't study others, but study yourself. Get to know your flavor better. Get to know you. Get to fall in love with you over and over and over again. I'm not saying to be cocky now and be like all about yourself and selfish, but love yourself. Do you feel what I'm saying? Self awareness is step one. Understand who you are. Get to know who you are. Get to love and appreciate all of you. You see, your awareness is key because it helps you to observe yourself. It's almost like you're sitting at the back of your mind, just watching, just observing, just no judgment. Don't judge your thoughts. Don't judge your actions. Don't judge your patterns. Oh my gosh, sorry, y'all. Let me put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. But like I was saying, don't judge, just observe. Be a silent observer. And then as you observe, now you know what patterns you have and what steps you need to take to upgrade your patterns or to make it better. By the way, I see a lot of likes and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, y'all. You guys are the best, the best, the best, the best, the best, the best. So learn to accept yourself so that you can live a better life. Self acceptance is beautiful for your health, for your wellness, for your enjoyment on this journey. Now, let me just see one thing here. Understand what you love and what sparks joy in your heart. And for me, this is really important because some of us may need to go back to childhood, like I had to do to kind of rediscover who I am. As a child, you're so pure, you're so raw, you're so beautiful. You know who you are, you know what you love, you know what ignites that joy, that passion inside of you. So some of us may need to go back there to remember or just observe yourself. Take time out to understand, wait a minute, is this my vibration or is this someone else's influence on me? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with someone's influence. You can have positive influence on your life, and that's okay. But sometimes you need to clear everything and to just tap into your authentic energy and then decide whether or not those influences are for you or not for you. And with that said, let me welcome in my brother. Rod is in the house. Hey, Rod is in the house. Woohoo!
What's
My
up, Charline?
brother.
Oh Lord, I get applause and everything. How you doing, my sister?
That's right. I am
Blessings to
happy
you.
and blessed. Let me see if I can bring us closer. You want to come closer?
I don't care. No, leave. You can leave it like you had it. I mean, I don't want nobody to see my purples.
Let me find out. Did you go put on that outfit to match me? I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
did, man. I said, let me put on something with some red up in. I ain't got no red shirts. I'm scared to get, jacked.
It's perfect. Now we're married. Now we're married.
But
So welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you a quick spotlight, everyone. This is my special guest, Rod, who decided to come up, share his experience. So let me just let him tell you a little bit about who he is and what he's doing and all his amazing channels, and then we'll continue.
hey, what's up, everyone? I'm gonna make this extremely quick because Charlene was gracious enough to allow me on the platform with her tonight. My name is Rod, and I am the CEO and founder of the Points Blank Network, which consists of 4 YouTube channels. I have Points Blank Travel, where I talk about teaching people how to travel for free with credit card points and miles and cash back. I also have Investing with Rod, which is my investment channel where I teach everyday people how to invest on a budget with $5, $10, $20. Every most of the time when I do videos on that channel, I'm going to make an investment. I'm going to tell you why I'm investing, and show you how to do it with $5. That I invest typically $5 or $10. And my third channel is the Points Blank Experience, as I'm coming into this live tonight, which is trending topics. I do a lot of interviews, which I'm looking forward to hopefully one day having Charline on the channel for an interview. And my fourth channel is Points Blank Clips, where I take the longer live streams from the other three channels, chop it down to 2 to 5 minute clips. And that's it, man. I'm just a chill dude that's just really trying to make it in these YouTube streets and always looking to help someone grow. So that's it.
Excellent, excellent. So you came in when I was talking about the different ways, and
Go ahead. I'm just going to chill because I was actually taking notes, Charlene. Look,
yeah.
look,
Oh
look.
wow. Excellent. Listen, man, this self-acceptance journey, and I see we got a question in the chat as well. Welcome in, Yolanda W. How are you, fam? Peace and beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for being here. That question that you have here, do you think self-acceptance is a continuous journey? Wait a minute. I feel like I'm echoing. Give me a minute. Let me mute myself. Rod, you could answer that if you want to. In the meantime, I'll come back and give my take on it. Give me just a
You
moment.
sound good, but yeah, do you think accepting yourself is a continuous journey or one just has this moment of clarity? Personally think I think it's a continuous journey because we continuously evolve, where we're always changing. And sometimes, let's say, when you're 25, you've accepted yourself because let's just say you may play football or you're moving up in the chain at your job, and you're accepting yourself, you're proud of your accomplishments, you're doing well. And then at 35, they decide that they want to scale back at the company, and you're no longer that executive because they're scaling back and they're bringing in younger individuals, paying them less money than they were paying you at a senior level. And these young, whatever generation that means, Z or Y or P or whatever generation we're on now, are cool with half of the salary. So I think it's a continuous journey, because now if you've been let go of where you once was king of the hill, now you're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start saying, man, what did I
Hmm.
do wrong? Did I do something wrong? Am I not as good as I used to be? Am I not as sharp or fast as I used to be?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to realize, yes, I'm still the same Rod. I'm still the same Charlene. I have to evolve with the time. So I think it's a continuous journey.
Yeah, and I love what you said, because you see sometimes when things happen to us, and I'm taking this like you're speaking like career, but I'm thinking you could also think relationship. Sometimes when someone rejects us or someone dumps us, to put it in like those kind of words, you question yourself. And that's where self-acceptance is important, because remember, it's also connected to our confidence. Like, okay, so they didn't want me. Maybe I just wasn't right for that anymore, but it doesn't make me less of a person. I don't love myself less. I'm not less confident. It's just maybe some skills I need to learn. And that's that. But don't take it on yourself. So, yes, I agree, Yolanda. I also would say that it's a continuous journey. Sometimes we need to work on it more than others, depending on what we're going through in our life, our emotional state, and all that. And sometimes you just don't need to do anything, but sometimes, like in everything, there's a maintenance thing, personal growth, self growth is an ongoing thing, because we're always evolving. Our soul naturally desires for us to expand and to explore and to have these different experiences. So that's my take on that as well. So again, how to accept yourself. Number one is to become self aware. Understand what you love, understand who you are, what sparks your joy. Who you are. Give me a second here, y'all. My hand brighted. Oh, another thing, and this is important, and I know Rod might agree with me here, your self talk. That's also part of your self awareness. What is your self talk? And this is so important. What are the things you're saying about yourself? You see, many of us think about, oh, what does Rod think about me? What does K plus think about me? Those things are not as important as what you think about yourself, because how you feel about yourself and what you think about yourself, that is expressed in your everyday life, the way you carry yourself, the way you feel, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, even. It is in tune with your vibration. So, what vibration are you carrying around? Is it she's got confidence? She's got confidence, or like, oh my God, I don't know. This necklace probably don't look right. I don't know if my headband look. Oh my God, my hair is all messed up. You know what I'm saying? What is that talk? So pay attention to that. And if you need to reprogram it, reprogram it. If you don't know how to do that, you're in the right space. I'm always teaching these things. Rod, you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, I do. And Charlene, please continue. I love these. Like I'm literally, y'all, I'm writing these down, man. I wrote down step two. So please continue. I don't want to disrupt your live. I'm just here to elaborate a little here and there. But yes, self-talk. I think it's extremely important. I like what Yolanda W said. I struggle with positive self-talk. Charlene just said it, a lot of times we self-talk, or we may not talk out loud, but we're thinking in our minds, and we're painting a negative picture and creating a negative mindset. Hey, does my hair look good? Is this chain right? And oh man, am I wearing the right colors? Did I'm telling you, I self-talk all the time, to the point I found myself in the wrong place talking out loud, and people are looking at me like, man, and I have to, I'll be going in the grocery store. I just be talking to myself like, man, why did I
Oh
leave?
my,
Why?
oh my goodness.
But I want y'all to think about this, and I'm going to make this brief. If you ever dress up, whether you're male or female, whether you're going to a gala or a ball, or you're stepping out to dinner with your significant other, even by yourself, and you throw on a dress and some nice accessories, the earrings, the necklace, the bracelets, the 1,000,001 bracelets that women wear, and or if you're a brother and you throw your suit on, you got your brown shoes or your black shoes shined up, you tend to feel good about yourself. And when you take that last look in the mirror prior to you exiting your home or apartment or whatever, most of the time we'll say, man, I look good tonight, and it's self-talk. You feel good about yourself. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this right here, this hat, these glasses, that's a shell. What we're wearing is a shell. Whether you're wearing a suit or you're wearing a t-shirt and some shorts, or a t-shirt and some yoga pants,
Yes.
that's your shell. The inner you is underneath the shell. So
Mm.
regardless of what you're wearing, talk to yourself and say, hey, it doesn't matter what I'm wearing. I'm still that woman. I'm still that man.
Yes, Rod, you're speaking to my soul. This is
Woo!
exactly
Let
some of
me
the
drop
stuff
the
I was
mic,
saying.
Minister Pen. I'm dropping the mic on that.
Yes. That's exactly some of the stuff I was saying last week. Don't get me wrong, if you feel like dressing up and all that, because sometimes in the beginning you may need that to help you to boost your confidence, which is what I spoke about last week. But it has to come from within, because it will be so easy for someone to just say something to you and take all that away. So, your confidence, your power, it has to come from within you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. I was talking about me wearing raggedy stuff and still being confident, no matter what I look like, my hair undone and all that. Like, no, I didn't care. I was still that confident, beautiful woman, no matter what. And I had this thing that when I used to wear weaves and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I want to look at myself in the mirror and feel just as confident with or without this weave. No disrespect to anyone that wear weaves. Everyone got to do what's right for them. But I'm just saying, I wanted to feel that same confidence to let me know it's not about these things that I put on to give me a certain image or whatever. I could look at myself and be like, girl, that's it. I love you. I accept you. And to me, that's powerful. So I'm so happy you said that. You were speaking to my soul.
Oh
Yes.
man, I feel like I'm doing something over here. I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm doing something.
Man, you're on it. You're on it. Purple Tube. Oh my God. Hey, beautiful. Welcome in. I haven't seen you in forever. Everybody said, welcome into Purple Chew. How have you
Welcome.
been, my sister? So good to see you. I struggle with positive self talk. Okay, so before we go on, let me talk to you real quick, Yolanda. And there's something that I'm going to do. Actually, I was going to announce it later, but since you brought that up, I am also a coach, right? A mindset healing coach. And I'm not seeing any personal clients at the moment. I just want to do groups right now. However, if you would like a private session with me, what I'm going to do is to ask you to either email me or Instagram me. Send me a message on Instagram saying, I would love a coaching session. And I will collect all the names of all the people that reached out to me. And then maybe in September or October, let's say October, I'm going to collect all those names, put them in a bag, and I'm going to pick someone to work with and give you some of my time to coach you through whatever it is you need to change in your life, whether it be self acceptance, confidence, maybe it's wellness, whatever it is. We're going to do one on one, no charge. My gift to you. I'm giving you my time and my expertise. But I'm not doing one on one coaching right now. But I felt called to do that for someone. I don't know who it is yet. But if you're interested, send me that message on Instagram. I'll put my information um, in the chat later. But number two, on how to accept yourself, be patient with yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Why? Understand, and we're going back now to what I said earlier. This journey is not about perfection, it's not about being perfect. It's about accepting yourself, it's about experiencing what you're here to experience. It's about embracing all of it, everything. Forgive yourself. That's step two. Forgive yourself, be patient, and be compassionate with yourself. Step two. A lot of us look on the outside for forgiveness, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Rod. Can you forgive me? But we're not looking within to see what we need to forgive ourselves for. Sometimes we're holding on to things from the past, like, oh my God, I messed up. I did something terrible to Rod. I asked Rod to forgive me, but I didn't forgive myself for what I've done to Rod. We're holding on to that guilt, that trauma. And let me tell y'all, guilt is a low vibrational frequency. Let me say that again, tongue twister, y'all. Y'all know how we do it here. But we still roll with the tongue twisters. Guilt is a low vibrational frequency. So when you feel guilt, you're in a lower state of vibration, meaning that you're more susceptible to sickness, to stress, to anxiety. So make sure that you're releasing guilt, that you're forgiving yourself, that you're patient with yourself, and that you're compassionate. And you see, when you do these things for yourself, it's so much easier to give that energy to others. But let it begin with you. Let it begin with you. Thank you, Prez. I appreciate it so much. You're awesome. Oh, happy you're doing good, Purple Chew. So happy to see you, Sissy. It's been a journey of accepting myself. Yeah, it is a journey, and a lot of us are on that journey of, I feel like we're always developing. And I always tell myself, once I became aware to a certain level, as much as I know, there's so much more that I don't know. And there's so much more that I don't know that I don't know. If you feel what I'm saying, Rod, that's just me being humble with, okay. Because sometimes when I speak to certain people, I realize, oh, wow, things that I take for granted, or not granted, but like it's just in my regular mindset, people are not aware of. So I'm like, oh, that's something I got to teach on, because I thought everybody knew, but they weren't aware. So it's like, oh, I guess that's my job to teach that. And then there's some people I might speak with, like, oh my goodness, I didn't know all that. Great, let me learn from you. And even people that don't know the things that I know, there's stuff that you guys know that I don't know. And that's how we help each other. We all should be humble enough to accept we don't know everything, and we learn from each other. Let me tell y'all, this self acceptance journey is not about comparing yourself to others. It's not about, oh, I got to be better than Prez, or I got to be better than Yolanda, or oh my God, Charlene is better than me. Look at her up there looking beautiful. Yes, I know. Look at her up there, like talking about all these great things. I could never do that. That's not true. I'm up here and I'm like saying wrong words, or I'm like mispronouncing words, or slurring or whatever. But I know I have a message to deliver, and I'm not gonna let those things shake my confidence. Do you feel what I'm saying? Because I embrace and I accept who I am, and that I make mistakes sometimes. By the way, y'all, tonight's featured tea is the third eye chakra. I have a link in my description for anyone that would like to shop the teas, all natural, all organic. I was looking for the throat chakra tea, but I was all out. I was so mad. So I have that as the featured tea, but oh well, I'm actually drinking third eye chakra. For those of you that are looking to open your third eye, this Buddha tea is really great. So anyway, Rod, do you have anything to align with anything I just said? Or it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
do.
to align,
Yeah.
whatever your thought.
I was sharing you out. That's why I'm looking down, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm,
I was
thank
sharing,
you.
um, which I rarely share, but yes, I do. And one of the things, Charlene, recently I was away from YouTube. Took about a 8 to 10 day
Oh,
break.
Rod, I'm sorry to cut you, but if you want, you can. I think you can go live on your channel too if you want to. I think there's a button
Now,
for that. Okay, all right.
well,
Go ahead.
let me see. I don't see that button.
Oh, I thought there was a button there.
It,
Okay.
it is, but I think you may have it. You may have it off because you have to go to your settings. You have to go. You can go to your settings and
All
go.
right, you go ahead and talk. I'll do the background stuff.
Um, it
You were
won't
going
let
to
me.
respond to what I said?
Yeah, I was looking. I was looking for what you were just talking about. But if you go to your settings and
I
it's up
got
there.
you. You just you go ahead and do your thing. I got you. I'll let you know when it's
All right.
ready.
All right. Well, one of the things I was doing that Charlene just spoke of was, you have to be patient with yourself. And when I took about an 8 day break, 10 day break from YouTube, that's one of the things that I wanted to work on for me was be patient. And you have to be patient with yourself in order to be patient in any other aspect. Whether you're looking at you're on a freeway, you're late for work, and you're stuck in traffic. I was that guy that would just be like, "Oh my goodness, pulling my hair out. I'm going to be late." Or if I'm in a grocery store and I'm at self checkout, the line is long. I show no patience. I show no patience. But one of the things that I started to think about, if I just be patient with myself and learn patience and understand patience, then I can be patient in other instances where maybe there's a reason I'm stuck in traffic.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a reason that the line is so long at the self checkout. Maybe I'm being saved from something that could possibly happen
Mm-hmm.
while since I'm in a rush. And this is something I started to work on. I haven't completed the journey or the class or the course. And this could be like what Yolanda W said earlier. This could be an ongoing thing with me being patient with myself. And I want to go back and real quick because
Mm-hmm.
Charlene tied the last one into relationships. You can't be patient with your partner
Whew.
if you're not patient with yourself. You can't.
See?
And everything they do, every little thing that they do is going to irk you or irritate you or bother you. And then when you decide to step out and get some air or step away from the situation and you get a little bit of patience, you'll realize what he or she was doing, it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that over the top like you made it. It was no reason for an argument or a disagreement. You were just impatient to hear their point of view, their side of things, what they may be thinking, and you just took off and ran with We do this, and we is me. I don't know about we. I do this all the time.
Hmm.
I'll take 2 words and run with it, but I'll hear the other 13 words in the sentence,
Wow.
and then I miss the whole point. That's all I have on that one, Shaw.
And that right there, what you just said, that's self-awareness, which is step one. So now once you're aware, it's your job to work on those things, which takes us into the next step. Step three. I'm sorry, step no no no, step three, yes. Reprogram those negative self-talk. How do you reprogram your mind? How do you reprogram negative self-talk? Because no matter what, those self-talks will always come. Whatever level you're ascending to, you're always going to hear something. Don't ignore them. That's one of the worst things you can do. Do not ignore negative self-talk. You have to embrace it. Treat it like another side of you, because it is another person, another personality. Sit and have that conversation. Don't do it in public like Rod does, because they might take you to the cuckoo house. But have that real conversation with yourself. Like, okay, self-talk, negative Debbie, what's going on? Why are you coming up? Why are you talking to me like this? Oh, because you're ugly. Okay, who decided that I was ugly? Whose standard of beauty are you going by? Because when I look at myself inside and out, I see a beautiful soul. I'm a beautiful person. I don't go by the standards of society of what beautiful is. Whatever it is you need to tell yourself, this is just a silly example, but whatever it is you need to tell yourself about that particular negative self talk that's coming up. It might be something about failure. Oh, you really think you can do this? But you've never done it before. You've never made so much money, or you've never succeeded at that. What makes you think you could do it now? Well, I can do it because I've been working on my mindset. I've been encouraging myself. I believe in myself. I'm confident. I know I can do this. Everything is always working together for my greatest good. And those words, for me personally, whenever I feel either discouraged or I feel like, oh my gosh, this is a high mountain, I always know that I'm going to overcome. I always know that I'm going to win, even if a little bit of doubt might come up in my mind. I come back with my words of encouragement to myself that all is working together for my greatest good. I don't care what it looks like. I know I'm here to win. And you have to speak life, positivity into your experience. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a woman thinketh, so is she. So it would behoove you to think the vibration that will bring you that which you desire. And again, that self awareness is going to bring you back to your thought process to see what you're thinking, because your vibration is going to give you your experience. Let's think about the law of attraction now. Before the law of attraction, there's the law of vibration, the fundamental law, the primary law, which a lot of us are not familiar with. If you're not familiar with that, get familiar. I've done a whole stream on that on my other channel. You attract what you vibrate. What you vibrate is what you feel, is what you think, your energy. So, what are you walking around with? It is time for you to speak to that negative self talk, reprogram it if it needs to be reprogrammed. But don't just ignore it, because everything that's coming up in your energy is there to help you. Those negative energies, supposedly negative energies, they're there to help you. It's a guide for you, but you only need to see it that way. Like, Rod, you need to work on this or that. That's what it's telling you. But now you just have to reprogram it in a way that doesn't make you feel down and out and bad about yourself. Do you feel what I'm saying? All right, Rod, what you got on that?
Man, you bring up a great point, because I think most of us, and I know I do it quite a bit, is we'll have a negative comment, a negative self thought, and we don't have to speak it out loud. Or, as Charlene said, negative self talk, but it could be a negative thought where one of the things I do, I can sleep for 12 hours, and then I'll wake up, and within 45 minutes to an hour, one of the things I said, oh man, I'm so tired, but I just woke up. But I'm thinking about my day. I'm thinking about what I have to do. I'm thinking about maybe I need to record 3 videos. Maybe I need to go to the bank. Maybe I was supposed to call and make a doctor's appointment. And instead of doing what I need to do, I'll create some negative self talk and start to tell myself that I'm tired, but I'm well rested. I'm making an excuse
Mm-hmm.
for myself. No one's here with me. I'm here by myself. I'm making an excuse to try to get out of the things that I need, not the things that I want to take care of, the
Mm-hmm.
things that I need to take care of. And sometimes I'm telling you, man, we are our own worst enemy and we are our biggest obstacle.
You speaking the truth.
We we can blame it on Uncle Charlie. We can blame it on Aunt Debbie. We can blame it on how we were raised. But a lot of times we spend more time talking ourselves out of stuff. And if we took
Ooh,
the same energy talking ourselves into stuff,
yes.
it is amazing where we
Mm-hmm.
individually and as a people could be if we took the time to talk ourselves into stuff and stop talking ourselves. Oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have a camera. But I got this big old iPhone that I just bought that will record a video, but I don't have a camera. They gonna
Mm-hmm.
laugh at me. I don't look good on camera. You're talking
Mm-hmm.
yourself out of it when you could be the best content creator that ever lived. I rest my case, Charlene.
Mic drop or pen drop. Yes, yes, yes. And I see we got new family in the chat. Everyone,
Two.
welcome in Travels and Gardening with DJ. Welcome, welcome in. It's your first time, so welcome. Welcome to the Healing Tribe. We're all about wellness, health, mindset, that good vibe. And I see my brother, Tuba Man, is in the house. Hey, Tuba Man, welcome in, my brother. How are you? Oh wow, presence relation. He's like, I used to say stuff like that to myself, and yeah, me too. I could definitely relate. That's why I was giving some. Yep, yep. I feel you. You know, we talk ourselves out of opportunities, either verbally or non-verbally. I've done that a lot. So we are responsible for our results. Every one of us, we are all responsible for the results that we're getting. Because as we live this life, you're gonna get results, and you're either gonna love it or not love it. But it's our responsibility. We are the one creating the results in the life that we live. So take responsibility. And Rod bring up a great point. It's not about blaming Uncle Sue or whatever. They may have something to do with it. But once you become aware, then it's your duty to let go of blame and victimship and just step into that vibration of like, everything that happened to me, I'm going to turn it around and use it for me to help me to be victorious on this journey. Because everything that happened to you is for you. That's your blessing, your special, powerful, unique story that you're going to use to live your best life and to inspire others to live their life. You're going to teach based on what you've been through. You're going to help others. So, number 4, I believe. So we just went over to reprogram your mind and your self-talk. And I'm always talking about stuff like that. And I think specifically on my other channels, if that's something you need more of, definitely go over to Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Can you drop that link for me, please, K Plus, if you're still here? I think you're here because you're a supermodel and you're always here. And the next one, number 4, is to, and this kind of ties into what Rod was saying about, he knows he has to do these things. He needs to get them done, but he's procrastinating and not get them done. And let me tell y'all from personal experience, not to sidetrack, but this is real talk. Procrastination is the recipe for not achieving your goals. And I'm not going to say failure because failure is only if you don't keep trying. Failure is life lessons if you allow it to be so. But procrastination, it will knock you out of the race. So stop that. And one quick way that I've learned to stop procrastinating is to just tell yourself, get it done now. Once you put those words in your mind, every time you feel like, I'll do it later, I'm getting it done now. You're disciplining your mind and your body to get it done. I don't care what else is happening. I know this is my priority. I'm getting it done now. When I'm done here, I got to go on my computer and I got to study because I have to. I have to get my license renewed, my insurance license before my birthday, which is in like 2 weeks. And I got to get it done. That's it. I'm tired when I get off, but I got to get it done. And I know how busy I am, so I just got to get it done because it's important to me. And for those of you that need life insurance and you're in New York, reach out to me. I'll be happy to send you a quote. So now, number 4, step by step, set achievable goals, relatable goals. And what do I mean relatable goals? Goals that mean something to you, meaningful goals, goals that will help you on this journey. It might be something as simple as, okay, I'm going to eat something healthy every day, or I'm going to tell myself something positive every hour. Simple goals that can tweak and change your life. Make it relatable to you. It must mean something to you. Don't go making empty goals like, oh, I want $1 million because Rod is a millionaire and I want to be a millionaire too. Why do you want to be a millionaire? What are you going to do with $1 million? If that's your goal, nothing wrong with that. It may be meaningful to you, but what is your purpose for it? Is it because someone else has it? You're attracted to the lifestyle? Whatever it is, make it mean something for you. Like it really has to speak to your soul. Because if your goal is not relatable, you may not achieve it because it's not coming from a space where it's from your heart. So it must be relatable, mean something to you. Now that's step 4 to self-acceptance. Just take your time and make goals that mean something to you. Do you want to add anything to that, Ron?
I like what you said. I mean, I really you knocked it out in a nutshell. I personally set a goal today, and I wasn't in my office. I wasn't in my studio. I was actually in the grocery store,
Nice.
and I was waiting on something to be prepared.
Hmm.
And I looked at my analytics on YouTube, and I saw where I need to be as far as views that I think is relatable. It's
Yeah.
attainable, like Charlene was saying, wasn't astronomical, and I could get a certain revenue amount that I
Hmm.
think would put me in a good position. This is only on one channel. You have to set goals. If and even if your goal is to get up tomorrow morning and walk down the block and walk back, do it. A big thing with self acceptance and setting goals, and what Charlene just said, if you have the smallest sense of accomplishment, I guarantee you'll start accepting yourself more and more and more each day. And that confidence, the meter is going to be through the roof. That's all I got, Charlene.
Thank you for that. I was trying to text Prez because he mentioned something that captured my eye. He's talking about Dogecoin. I'm like, oh, what's it doing? I haven't looked in a while. So I kind of want to know what's going on with Dogecoin. Drop that nugget in the chat, please.
Let's move
So,
on.
listen, I'm an investor as well. So, I'm stacking up the wealth. So I need to know what's going on. I haven't paid attention in a while, though. But anyway, here we go. So number 4, right? That's setting your goals. And I was going to give a little tip as well in regards to setting your goals. Make sure that it's something that you're working on. Let's say self-confidence. So now you're going to become a little more aware of your mindset in regards to your confidence and try to explore the things that help you to feel confident. In the beginning, it might be something as simple as dressing up. It might be just being able to stand in the mirror and look at yourself and just accept yourself and like, you're beautiful. So what, your nose looks this way or your eyes look that way or you have some spots on your face or wrinkles or whatever. You are beautiful. And just give yourself a hug. Listen, I'm always hugging and kissing on myself because I love me. Yes, I do. I love me because I am loving. I'm lovable. My expression is love. I mean, how could I not love myself? I'm fantastic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being cocky, Rod. I know you love yourself because you're fantastic. You got to feel yourself. You feel me? And it's
I
not
feel it.
cocky. It's just to be like, I accept me. And it took me a while to get here. Because a lot of us, we grow up in this way where you got to be quiet, you got to be harsh. And that kind of stuff, it messes with your self-confidence because you're not able to express yourself the way you are. And then you go to school and it's like you're expected to be a certain way. If you're not like this, you're an outcast or you're a nerd or you're a this. You know, there's always these different stereotypes. So what? Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Your special purpose, it's only you that can do that. And if you go following and trying to be like anybody else, how are you going to express that specialness, that gift that you're here to give? Come on, y'all, we need it. So stand up in your truth.
Hey, I
Darn it.
like what you said, Charlene. I will tell y'all something, and I don't drop gems and nuggets. I drop boulders, and
Whoop, the boulder man, boop.
I'm gonna hit you upside the head with something real quick. Once you have reached that level of self confidence, you'll realize. I'm sorry, self awareness. You'll realize that a lot of people mix up confident or confidence with being.
Hmm.
A lot of people tell me all the time, Rod, you cocky. You cocky, Rod. No, I'm not cocky, I'm confident. But I had to work on it. I wasn't born with it. I had to work on it. I established this. But I can tell you right now, when I walk into a room, any room, cruise ship, McDonald's, steakhouse,
Hmm.
my house, if somebody's in it other than me, I don't walk in and demand respect. I walk in and I command respect.
Big difference.
Huge difference. That's all I wanted to throw in there.
Yeah, man. Let me welcome in my people that just came in. Dale. Hey, fam, welcome in. I believe this is your first time here. So let me give you a whoop, whoop, whoop. So happy to have you. Everyone, please give Dill a warm love and healing welcome. Oh my God, my family's in the house. Me and I, Queen. I love when they call me Queen Heel. Thank you, y'all. Mwah. I love them so much. You guys are amazing. Guys, if you have not seen the conversation I had with them, it is in this podcast list. Check it out. If you're looking for great tips on marriage, relationship, just good vibe. They're beautiful people. Check out their channel. They're amazing. I love them. I love them. I love them. All right. So we're on to number 5, which is go within. And for me, this is a beautiful space. Y'all know I'm like that meditational type of vibration. Go within, meditate, be still, be quiet, observe your thoughts. Allow your mind to travel to your true self. Ask questions like, who was I before I had this body? Mm, what
Mm.
does that mean? Some of us may get that and some of us may not. Some of the things I say may not be for everyone, and it's okay. We're all learning here. But if you're in that vibe or you would love to learn, stick around. Who was I before this face or before this physical body? Because remember, we are spirit beings having this earth experience, this physical experience. So you're more than your body. Your body is just a small part of you that must be honored and respected, of course, treated well. But your spirit being, the invisible side of you, is so much bigger than what you see. Who am I? Or who was I before I took this form? Go deep with that, y'all. Go deep with that. It's going to give you a lot of clarity and understanding of your mission on this planet. And for those of you that would like to join me, I'm doing an early morning outside meditation for my members. However, I made it public so everyone could come in that wants to come in and meditate with us. I kind of made it members only because I haven't done something for them in a while. And also, that keeps the chat kind of quiet so that you can really be in that peaceful meditational state. The link is somewhere in the chat. If not, just go to my live section and you'll see it. So, meditate, go within, and there's other modalities that can help you to tap in and go within, like Qigong and Tai Chi and breathing exercises. Depending on who you are, different modalities may work for you. And remember, there's different types of meditation. Like I just did a live stream on walking meditation, mindful meditation, where you're walking and being mindful as you process your thoughts and you observe the vibration of your feet on the earth and everything. But meditate. And if you don't know how to meditate, it's okay. It's really simple. Just a quick synopsis. You could just synopsis. You can just sit or stand or lay down. But it's good if you sit because it allows that energy to flow through your body. Make sure that your spine is erect. Because remember now, your chakras, right? Your different energy points, those main energy points in your body, it travels from your root chakra to your crown. So you want to connect that earth chakra or the root chakra with your crown, which is your spiritual chakra, right? So you kind of want to keep your body erect, but relax because you don't want to feel tense. And you could even do the mudra like this, which can help you tune in to the different frequencies of the universe. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's okay. Just let me know. I'll do a separate live stream just to that. But just relax and see where your mind take you. Your mind is going to get busy. And that's okay. Don't let that distract you from saying, "Ooh, I don't know how to meditate." That's all part of the process. You will get those quiet moments as well where you see things that are true. You find so much truth in meditation that you probably weren't aware of. And then you can now go to do the research. Like, wait a minute, I saw this in my meditation. Is this really true? But your spirit knows. You feel it. But sometimes you just want to verify. And then you go research. It's like, oh, shoot. And then you get a confirmation like, oh my God, you didn't really need that confirmation because your spirit will tell you the truth. But, we're humans. We just want to make sure. And that's it. Meditate, meditate, meditate to levitate, levitate, levitate. All right, number 5. Oh, no, no, no. Sorry, that was number 5. And also, of course, practice mindfulness. Be present. Be present. A lot of us are here, but we're not here. Our body is here, but our mind is somewhere else. So bring your body and your mind present. You're having a conversation with someone, have that conversation with them. And I'm guilty of this, and it's something that I'm consciously working on. I'm speaking or to someone or I'm doing something, but in my mind I'm already thinking, oh gosh, I have to make sure I post my 6 shorts today, or I got to make sure that I do this or do that. And I'm working to consciously be in the moment with whoever it is I'm interacting with, because that's important. Like right now, I'm here. I'm not even thinking about any of that. It just actually popped in my mind as I spoke about it, but I'm here with you, giving you my time and my energy. All right. Number 6, and this is the last one, get support, whether it be a coach, whether it be friends or family. And support doesn't mean just going to any old willy nilly person that might not give you the support that you need because you know them. People that believe in you, people that embrace you, your weirdness, and all that. They see you and they love you. They may not fully understand you, which is okay. Sometimes we don't even understand ourselves. We're all learning about ourselves. Okay? Allow those people to be there for you. Be vulnerable. Be real. Be honest. Like, hey, Charlene, this is what's going on with me. What advice do you have to give? And you don't always have to take people's advice if it doesn't resonate with you. It has to make sense for you because only you know you better than anyone else. and what feels right for you. So always do what's right for you. So get the support you need. It might be a coach, it might be a group, it might be family or friends, like I was saying. But you're not on this journey to do it alone. We have to embrace each other, lift each other up, help each other. And with that said, Rod, what do you have to add to that?
On the support, man, support is huge. I'm a firm believer you're going to have, you may have long term support and you may have short term support. And to elaborate on that, your support circle could be a lot of people. I would probably start off with 2 to 4 people. Um, Recently, I went through a couple of things where I really had to look at who was in my support circle, not my entire circle, but who was in my support circle. And it was about, we'll say 6, 7 people, probably 6.
Hmm.
But kind of what Charlene was just saying about groups and all that, I also found a short term support circle. And I'm talking about 7, 8 days, could have been 14 days. And in this short term circle, I didn't know any of these people.
Hmm.
I didn't know them personally, but I knew them in a relatable manner because we
Yeah.
shared the same experiences
Hmm.
and had endured some of the same trials and tribulations in this thing we call life. And for a brief moment in time, and people always say people are here for a season or a reason and all that.
True.
These individuals were there for a season. It was a short term season. But then once that short term season was over, then I looked at my long term support system, my people that I know I can count on, I can relate on. And Charlene hit the nail on the head and said the best thing ever. You can't be honest with them if you're not honest with yourself.
Hmm.
Tell
Yep.
people what's on your mind. If you really want a support system, you can't support someone if you only know half the story.
Hmm. I totally agree. That was well said, my brother. And sometimes you find support with people that you don't know like that, but you're kind of like you have something in common that you could bond with and help each other with. Because it might be a business venture. Like for me, I found support groups with lots of business ventures. Like we're all going through the same course or something, and it is a beautiful thing. And sometimes, for me personally, it's better with a stranger sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, because you feel a little freer to be fully open. If I'm being honest, you feel like, oh, there's no judgment because they kind of get the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just for me. Hey, Homesteader Rachel, welcome in. Oh my gosh, we had so many first time visitors in the chat tonight. Let's give her a round of applause. And everybody, please, you see those gardening videos that you guys enjoy? Homesteader Rachel is partially responsible for that. This beautiful woman, first time we met, I'm telling you, when you give love, you get it right back. I was in a chat, not to sidetrack, but, and I was like, oh, I need some seeds. I'm going to start this garden. And she's like, oh, great. And she reached out to me on Instagram. And she just said, hey, I see that you want some seeds. I have seeds. I'll send you some. She mailed me those seeds. And listen, they're growing so beautifully. Thank you, sis. Guys, please check her out. Beautiful channel. Beautiful woman. I love you, girl. And Yolanda saying that, I grew up, yep, also, yep, not allowed to express yourself. This is why I'm so careful about, some of the things I say to my children, because I want them to express who they are, not be afraid to express, because it closes up your throat chakra. And then when you become an adult, now it's hard for you to express and speak your truth and say what it is you're really feeling, because you don't have the ram, because you weren't given that opportunity to really express. Now you got to do some work on yourself to learn how to open up that throat chakra. And if that's something you want to learn, I got that in this channel. I have all the chakras and the different things you can do to open up each chakra. Y'all, it's a journey. There's always something that we're working on, and it's okay. It's okay. It's all part of the process. And don't be, because in the beginning of my schooling, I thought like, oh, I'm just going to graduate high school and that's it. My learning ends. I can't wait to be done with this. But as I grew, I got to love learning and knowledge because school could make it a nightmare with learning. But real life learning is not like that. It's like a beautiful flower that keeps unfolding in so many beautiful ways, and there's just so many rich experiences to have. Don't rob yourself of that by trying to be like anyone else. Be yourself because that's here who you're here to be. If you're not yourself, honey, you're gonna come back in another form or in another life and have to do the same things that you were supposed to do now. So just get it done so you can move on to the next thing. All right. So some tips for self acceptance: journaling. And Rod, you probably do that. I had a lot of journaling. Journaling? Do you do that?
Uh, I don't really journal on what I should be journaling. I journal on stuff like impromptu, and if I really took that seriously, because I've been told by uh, the individual I'm involved with, man, you should journal. And this was like almost a year ago, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. But then I do jot stuff down,
Mm-hmm.
but that's something I really want to get better at. So,
Okay. I mean, it's not something that's for everyone because in the beginning it wasn't for me. And even now I journal just when I feel intuitively called to, if I want to write some feelings down. Like specifically, I might journal more when it tends to be like the new moon or full moon, kind of setting my intentions or the things I want to release and stuff like that. And I find for me, like nighttime is a good time for me to journal unless I feel called to do it during the day, and it helps me to express my feelings when I'm really getting into my feeling and my vibration. I find that, oh my gosh, I love this because it's coming up. Because sometimes the hardest thing to do is to start, and once you start, it's so flowing and therapeutic. It's a beautiful experience if it's for you. You know, it's not for everybody. We all got our different ways. Some of us just like to speak and express that way, and that's okay. Do what's right for you.
it,
Affirmations is another way that you can learn to accept yourself, practical ways to take steps to accept yourself. And let's do some affirmations right now. I did promise that we're going to do some actual steps together. I believe in taking action immediately because when we sometimes we take notes and we sit on it and we don't do nothing, let's do something right now to change our life. Affirmation for self acceptance. You want to start or you want me to start?
oh man, you rolling with this. I need the coach. I need the master to do this first. I got to make sure I'm doing it right.
I love you so much. All right. So you can either go to the mirror and look at yourself in the mirror, or you can just lay down and just breathe. Feel your breath. I love who I am. I'm not perfect, and I accept that. I make mistakes, and I accept that. I embrace myself. I embrace this journey. I love myself more and more each day. I allow myself to be loved. I treasure myself. I treasure this experience. I love my body. I bless my body. I bless my life. I love my life. Simple, beautiful, meaning things like that can help you to reprogram your vibration, to learn to accept yourself. And take affirmations and personalize it to you. I even got a video, y'all, on how to make affirmations work for you. And it's on my other channel because they do work. Sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes it works. And I tell you how to make it work. You got to feel it. It's a feeling energy. At first, you may not believe some of the things you're saying, but don't give up. Keep saying it, and eventually, you will start to feel it as true. So it's like faking it till you make it in a way. But feel it and love it, and it's going to come to you. So, do you want to say anything in regards to affirmations?
You said it all perfectly. The only thing I look in the mirror and say, I'm the man, and then I just take off.
You know what? I'm taking that one. I'm gonna look at myself like I'm the woman. I'm the woman. You know what? I'm gonna hold my belly because I had this thing with my belly being big and all that. Like, you know,
Man, you
I'm
weigh like
gonna
100 pounds. What you mean your belly being big? You
no listen. All my babies were like almost 9 pounds, and I'm usually like around 90, 92 pounds. Right now, I'm over that. I'm like 100 and something right now. Like, yay! But I had huge stomachs and I didn't snap back. So I had this thing where I'm like, oh God, look at my belly. Look, I would criticize my belly until I realized I'm hating on myself. So I learned to, and you know what? Let me do this. Just in the energy of being transparent and vulnerable. I learned to just accept my belly, and I'm like, you know what? Thank you. You helped me to carry three healthy boys. You brought life to this world, and I honor you and I thank you. And I ask my stomach for forgiveness because every part of you is conscious. So I had to learn to love myself, accept myself in every way. Now I'm working to make it, more presentable for myself, but at the same time, I'm not hating on my belly no more. I love myself. Flaws and all. We got money in the chat. Thank you so much, Rachel. Let me play this for you. Thank you. And thank you to everyone that gets to the channel. You are so appreciated. Thank you so much for that love and that blessing. May it be returned to you multiplied. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for that super duper chat. Blessings return to you abundantly.
I love
Yay.
I love that little thingy, man. What you just did. That little
Oh, the coins. Whoop. Let the coins flow.
I like
Petey. Oh my God, Petey's in the chat. Hey, my brother. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey
Go ahead,
Charlene,
Ron. I'm sorry.
can
I
I
love
just
Petey.
I want to say one thing. Maybe I need to go to the optometrist tomorrow and get some more glasses. Because I don't see the belly that you're talking about. I,
Oh my God. Really? You're
I'm
telling me it's
telling
still in my mind? Because when I look back at old pictures before children, I used to think I had a big belly then. And I'm like, what was I thinking? Now I do.
you
I mean, it's not as big as it used to be because I'm working on it, but
if
I
you
don't know.
carry three 9-pound boys
Almost 9 pounds. Almost nine
or
pounds.
girls or twins or whatever, I'm missing it. But you know what? Hey man, work on what you need to work on for you, but I don't see it. Matter of fact, let me make sure these things working, man.
You got me there for a second. You really had me. I'm like, optometrist, what's going on? He can't see the chat. All right. So and the last two things is to practice daily gratitude. A lot of us, and I've known people personally that feel like giving up on life, and this is serious. Life is a gift. Life is a journey, and you have a purpose. It's not time to give up when stuff get rough. When stuff get rough, it's time to anchor down, increase your faith, up your vibration. This is no time to give up. You were born for this time. So as rough as it might get, whether everything that's going on, you chose to come here at this particular point in time on the planet to fulfill your purpose because the planet needs you. The race, the human race, needs you and your special purpose. Don't play with that. So practice gratitude. Let's go back to breathing. I'm grateful that I can breathe. For those of you that may not like your nose, you know what? Nose, forgive me for not loving you because of the way you look. I'm grateful for you. You help me to breathe. You bring life into me. You help me to sustain. I'm grateful that I can walk, I can see, I can smell, whatever it is. Not all of us can see, walk, or smell, but there's always something that you can be grateful for. You better believe that. So practice gratitude, especially if it's around you accepting yourself. Practice those self acceptance gratitude. Make a list of things. It's going to help you. And the last thing, self care. Hello, darlings. Self care is so essential. And I don't mean self care by the way of eating junk and nonsense. Put something good in your body, eat real foods, nurture your mind, get a massage, even if you have to do it yourself. Self massages are great. Make love. That's self care too. Even if you have to do
Totally
it to
agree with that
yourself.
one.
Even if you have to do it to yourself. Pleasure
Oh,
yourself.
Lord, have
Take
mercy.
care of yourself. And not to get promiscuous or anything, but this is real stuff. It's okay. And a lot of us feel it's not okay to touch ourselves because we feel like it's unholy or whatever, but it's all spiritual. It's all experience. It can help you to release stress and tension in your body. Tap on yourself. I don't know, do some face care stuff, whatever makes you feel good. Stretch your hands, your neck. Be a blessing to yourself. Take care of yourself. Rob, what you got for me on self care? I saw you getting shy.
I never in my life thought of touching myself as self care, but or making love. But you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to even elaborate on that one. I'm not going to elaborate. I'm going. I will. Boy, you got me over here, man. If I was another color, I'd be three shades of red right now. But between you, Vern, and Angie Pooh, boy, I tell you, y'all keep me on my toes, man. But I do want to go back and touch on daily gratitude, man. Uh, we take the simplest things for granted. Charlene was mentioning, like, when you get out of bed and you're able to walk to the sink and brush your teeth,
Hmm.
be thankful. Be thankful. If you're able to go in the kitchen and cook a meal for yourself or your family and you're multitasking, you got maybe I'm gonna say chicken fried over here and you got some mashed potatoes going over here and you're able to have two hands to maneuver and do both. Be thankful, man, because I'm gonna tell you, late last year I tore both my ACLs at the same
Wow.
time, self-inflicted wound, and I often have thought, man, I remember when my knees used to be. Then,
Hmm.
not a couple of weeks ago, I fractured my right foot in three places. Oh, I remember when I could walk through the grocery store faster than this guy that's 70 without a cane, but now I can't because I fractured my foot. So don't wait until something negative happens. Do what Charlene just said. Have that daily gratitude, man. Whatever you believe in. Hey, thank you for my
Hmm.
2 feet. Thank you for my two knees. Thank you for my two hands. Thank you for my eyesight. Just be
Hmm.
thankful. So
Yeah.
that's it.
No, there's some real talk there, which reminds me of a topic that I am going to bring to this vibration as well. Is the way we speak about our illnesses. We in this culture like to say, I have this and I have that. I'm experiencing. I'm going to teach you guys how to reprogram the way you handle dis-ease in your body so that you can heal from the mind. But that's a whole nother topic. We got more money. Points. You give me money. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Let me put this on for you. We got money. Money flowing. Here you go. This is for you, my brother. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for that super duper chat. Blessings return to you abundantly. Booyah! Abundant blessings be upon you always, my brother. Thank you. Multiplied blessings to everyone that give a like, super chat, super thanks, cash out. Listen, it's appreciated. Thank you, y'all. If you didn't know, I'm on this journey to do full time because this is one of the things that I really love to come up and share. And as I grow, I'm going to expand and be on those big stages, sharing my vibration. It's all lined up. It's all going to happen. And you're part of this journey in my beginning stage. So thank you. So, with that said, we are going to wrap it up with some closing words. And my words for you, unless Rob wants to go first. Totally up to you.
No,
You're my
what,
guest.
what I am going to do is I'm going to let you close the way you opened in single feature because I think people really need to hear what you have to say because you're bringing so much to the table with this live stream. The only closing words I have is y'all please continue to support Charlene, if you're watching the live right now or if you're watching the replay, please support her. Watch it, hit the thumbs up, man. This woman is amazing. I've had the opportunity to work with her. I think this is our fourth collaboration. She interviewed me twice. Then I was on her partial monetization party, and now I'm here today. This is not about my channels or Rod or anything like that. I'm just grateful, and I'm going to express my gratitude that this woman even allowed me on her platform to share my thoughts. And with that being said, my sister, I'm going to drop down and I'm going to let you close out your show because you're doing a fine job.
No, you don't go anywhere. You stay there with me. We're going to close this out
Oh my
together.
goodness! I went through that whole speech, and now I'm gonna still be. I tell you, boy. Well, I'm gonna
All
do this
right.
here. I'm gonna put my avatar because I'm gonna run and take care of something. It's gonna take about 90 seconds, but I'll still
All
be
right.
able
So I'm
to.
just going to do solo while you do that.
All right, okay.
All right, guys. Rod, he's amazing. So I just want to say to, on this journey of self acceptance, remember to not compare yourself to anyone. Be true to who you are. Don't give up on the journey. When you feel discouraged, reach out to someone that may encourage you. And that someone may not be someone that can speak back to you. It might be a content creator, it might be a book, someone that you look up to as a mentor, a Les Brown, a Bob Proctor, a Napoleon Hill, whoever does it for you. Lisa Nichols. Don't give up on yourself. Learn to love and appreciate all of you. You're special, you're unique, and that's okay. Embrace who you are, all of you. Remember, each stage of your life is there to help you for the next stage that's to come. So don't go rushing, trying to get to the next moment. Enjoy each moment. Be mindful, be present. Appreciate everything that's happening for you. Vibe with nature because nature is you. Reconnect to that source energy. Don't distance yourself from who you are and who you're here to be. And by all means, remember you're not here to compete with anyone or feel like you're better than anybody or that anyone is better than you. We're all different sparks from that divine source. So remember that. Stay tuned to that. And always be true to yourself, man. Be true to yourself because you're beautiful in every way. So embrace yourself, embrace your journey. Whatever hands have been dealt to you, it's been dealt to you because you can do it. You know that saying, harder the battle, sweet to the victory? Aye, honey. And the strongest soldiers get the hardest battles. You have strength in you. You have everything you need within you to be successful, to fully express in the way that you're here to express. So I give you love, I give you blessings, I give you encouragement. And remember, if you would like to be coached by me, remember, I'm not doing individual coaching. However, if you would like to be coached by me, send me a message on Instagram or Charlene Heal email. Let me put my Instagram information in the chat. And just let me know. I would love coaching, and I will put your name on the list. And then I'm going to do a live stream in October and select a winner to work with one on one for a period of time. I got you. And I'm not going to charge anything. That's my gift to one special person that needs it. All right. So I see my sister is in the chat. Baba, thank you for coming. What are you doing up at this time? Isn't it late? Oh, wait a minute. No, it's morning for you. So good morning, sissy. All right, Yolanda, everyone that came through, Purple Tube, my member K Plus, my super chatters, Rod and Rachel, Petey, let me see, Dill, Meet and I, Tuberman, YQ, everyone that came through. Thank you so much for coming. Traveling Press. And if I missed anyone, I'm sorry, but love you guys and thank you so much. I will be live again tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. In the morning, we're going to be doing morning meditations. If you would like to join me, I'll be out in nature, providing the weather cooperates. If it doesn't, we'll do it another time. But definitely catch me for some morning vibrations where we just vibe and feel the energy of the universe within us. So everyone, take good care of yourself. Have a good night. Shout out again to Rod. Thank you for joining me on this panel. You're appreciated. I love what you brought to the channel. So thank you for that. Everyone, have a good night or good day whenever you're seeing this. Take care, y'all.
Much love, y'all.